Blanding's Turtle Rescue Project Overview. So since the 1990s, Whitewater State Park has been coordinating Blanding's Turtle Rescue Project efforts. In the past, there would be 2 rescue dates on Saturdays in early June, and then again in early September there'd be 2 Saturday rescue dates. Participants would sign up ahead of time, meet at a location near Weaver for a short 5-10 minute little training on site, and then they'd head up to the Weaver Dunes to begin working with moving turtles, assisting them across the road. We've changed the way the program is going to be offered now, and we're trying to expand the capacity for volunteers to get involved, and also expand the dates, stretch it out over a week period in June and a week in September, so that we can hopefully assist more turtles with getting across the road. The Minnesota Department of Natural Resources, Whitewater State Park, is teamed up with the Nature Conservancy, Winona State University, and several volunteers who are volunteers through the Minnesota Master Naturalist Program, which is a program of the University of Minnesota Extension Service. So the goals of the project include providing opportunities for more volunteers to get involved, to assist more turtles in crossing the road, and to create awareness of the Weaver Dunes complex and the diversity of the site. By changing this rescue project and expanding the dates, we're trying to increase the impact of the project. We'll offer 2 week-long rescue events, as I mentioned before, early and late summer, and then evaluate the project and make changes for the next year. We hope to increase student involvement with nearby colleges as well. And now we'll cover some of the logistics of the rescue project. So for 2013, the dates of the project will be June 1st through the 8th, and then again in September 1st through the 8th. And typically each year we'll try to stick to the first week in June, the first week in September. Volunteers signing up for shifts in June will be signing up for evening shifts that will run from 4 to 8 p.m. And then in September the shifts will be morning shifts from 8 a.m. to noon, as that's the time that the young turtle hatchlings are crossing. The location of the project will take place at the Nature Conservancy Weaver Dunes site. Volunteers and project leaders will park at the Nature Conservancy building. The facility has a restroom and a place to get out of the sun. All equipment will be kept at this location during the project shift weeks. Project leaders. Project leaders will be responsible for checking in volunteers. They will provide volunteers with necessary equipment, which includes a safety vest, clipboards, cameras, and walkie-talkies. Project leaders will also compile daily reports and a final report at the end of the project each year. Equipment will include the Blaze Orange safety vest, a clipboard with laminated information, a digital camera to photograph turtles that are crossing, and a walkie-talkie to allow communication with the project leaders. Volunteers should also bring a hat, sunscreen, sunglasses, wear long pants and socks and good shoes. There are ticks and poison ivy at this site. Bring your own water bottle and some snacks, and you might want to bring your own camera so you can photograph plants, flowers, birds, and other animals you see at the site. Safety is our #1 priority, and especially your safety. The safety of the volunteers is our priority. We want to make sure that all vehicles are parked up at the Nature Conservancy building so they're off and away from the roads. We want all volunteers to stay on the shoulder of the road, try to stay out of the way of traffic, obviously. We only move turtles when absolutely necessary. Most turtles should be able to cross on their own without our intrusion, but in situations where we see turtles in the road and oncoming traffic coming, we can go out there and move the turtles, but only when absolutely necessary, and using those procedures that we talked about in the previous presentation. You want to watch children closely. Some of our college student volunteers will be offering nature scavenger hunt activities for children, so that they don't necessarily have to be right up near the road. And then also watch for poison ivy, wood ticks, and snapping turtles. When patrolling your stretch of road during your shift, volunteers will work in teams. They'll be assigned to different sections of the road. You'll slowly patrol back and forth your stretch of road to watch for turtles that are approaching. Remember to move slowly and keep a distance, and let the traffic know the location of the turtles, and when absolutely necessary, assist the turtles across the road. Volunteers will be asked to photograph any turtles that you see and to note the photo number on the tracking sheet. We will provide you with the digital cameras. If you're close enough to observe any drill holes or file notches in the shell, you can make a written note on your report sheet and then try to get a picture of that. Note any tracking devices. If there's radio transmitters, data loggers, anything that's attached to the turtle, make a note on the report sheet. So reporting, volunteers will track turtle observations on a tracking sheet that will be on your clipboard. Project leaders will compile daily reports using these tracking sheets and the digital photos, and then the project leaders will compile a final report at the end of the project. In the case of snapping turtles, do not touch them. If necessary, you can use a tree branch to gently prod the turtles across the road. Only experienced handlers should ever attempt to lift a snapping turtle. They can bend and twist in ways that other turtles can't. And by lifting them up by their tail, you can actually hurt them and break their back. So it's best to just leave them alone, and if necessary to get them off the road, use a long stick to kind of poke them and prod them across the road gently. And thank you again for volunteering with the Blandings Turtle Rescue Project.